Using this poem, find your place and look right next door. 4 or less, just ignore. 5 or more, plus 1 more. You can see in our example, 345, if we round it to the tens place where the 4 is, we find the 4 and look next door. If it's 4 or less, we don't change the tens place. If it's 5 or more, we add 1 more, and it is a 5, so we added 1 to get 350. Let's look at the guided practice. What number is halfway between 200 and 300? 250. Number 2. Sherry rounds 678 to 680. What place does she round to? What place did she change? She rounded to the nearest 10. She found the place and looked next door. It was above 5, so she added 1 more to get 680. Number 3. Tito adds 1 more rock to his collection on page 418. About how many rocks does he have? Rounded to the nearest 10. Rounded to the nearest 100. Let's round to the nearest 10 first. I use different colors to find my place. So we are rounding to the nearest 10. So I'll find my place and look next door. That is the number that will change my tens place. If it is 4 and below, I'm going to let it go and not change my 1. But if it's 5 and above, I'll add 1 more. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Everything to the right changes to a 0. Everything to the left stays the same. So rounded to the nearest 10, I have 420. Now let's round it to the nearest 100. Make sure you are writing this out along with me. Rounded to the nearest 100, I'll find the place, the hundreds place, and look next door. If the next door neighbor is 4 and below, I'm going to let it go. If it's 5 and above, I'll add 1 more. It is below 5, so that means I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to change my 4. It's going to stay the same. Everything to the right changes to a 0. The 8 also changes to a 0. Number 4. Round to the nearest 10. Our number is 517. Is that closer to 520 or 510? It is closer to 520. Number 5. We are still rounding to the nearest 10, so I need to find the tens place and look next door. If it's 5 and above, I'll give this one a shove. If it's 4 and below, I'll let it go. The 9 is higher than 5, so that means my 4 changes to a 5. Everything to the left stays the same. Everything to the right changes to a 0. Number 6, find the tens place, look next door. 5 and above, give it a shove. 4 and below, let it go. So it is a 2, so that means my 3 is going to stay the same. My tens place will stay the same. Everything to the right changes to a 0. Everything to the left stays the same. Round to the nearest 100. I have 640. Rounded to the nearest 100. Is it closer to 700 or 600? It rounds closer to 600. Number 8. Find the place, find the hundreds place, and look next door. If it is below 4, then it's going to stay at 3. If it is above 4, if it's 5 and above, it will change to a 4. We'll add one more. So this stays a 3, and everything to the left, to the right, changes to a 0. Number 9. Find the place, the hundreds place. The 1 is in the hundreds place. Look next door. 5 and above, add one more. 4 and below, let it go. So it is 5 and above, so we're going to give it a shove to a 2. Everything to the right stays a 0. Now you have the chance to practice these below. Make sure that everything I wrote out you have on yours as well, and you'll complete 10 through 15. The first 3, you're rounding to the nearest 10. In the second part, you're rounding to the nearest 100.